Hi, I'm Christina Lee, the creator of Socially Awesome. I'm a socially awkward introvert who helps other socially awkward introverts become confident and fearless when talking to anyone about anything. Today we're going to talk about 4 no-fail ways to start a conversation. Now I've used these conversation starters hundreds of times, and they have never failed to start a conversation, sometimes really interesting ones. So let's get started. First, let's talk about what doesn't work as a conversation starter. How are you? The answer you'll probably get to how are you is fine or good. So you're not going to get very far with how are you. A better question is, how is your day going? For some reason, when you just add a few extra words to that question, people have a million things to say to you. They might say, man, I had a rough morning arguing with all the voices in my head. But then one of the voices told me to take a dip in the fountain during lunch, and I did. And now I feel so much better. By the way, do you have a towel? And there you go. You just started a conversation, and all you had to ask was, how was your day going? So next conversation starter. So in my program, Socially Awesome, which helps socially awkward introverts thrive in all social situations, I like to ask my clients to start by having conversations in low-pressure situations, like at the checkout line at the grocery store. One thing I've found is that cashiers love answering the question, has it been busy today? I don't know why, but they just can't resist answering that question. And so I ask it all the time, and you might hear responses like, it was pretty slow this morning, but we got slammed during lunch, and then this weirdo came into my line with a cart full of cat foods of all different brands and flavors, and I had to scan all 527 cans by hand, and everyone in line behind him was pissed, and so was I. And there you go. You started another conversation just by asking, have you been busy today? And by the way, that question app works really well for waiters and bartenders as well. So now that the bars and restaurants are open, feel free to practice saying, has it been busy today? The next conversation starter is if you are at a small business, like say you're at a small family-owned restaurant where you're picking up food for takeout. If you spot the business owner, you might go over to him and ask, how's business? And oh my God, they will have so much to talk to you about. They might say, things were pretty shitty during the quarantine, but business has really been picking up. Yesterday, we had to fill an enormous lunch order. It was so big, I had to go back to the kitchen and give my staff a pep talk. I said, troops, you gotta roll meatballs today like your life depends on it. And they did. I was so proud of them. Only one person fainted from exhaustion, and so I fired her, even though it was my mom. Because fuck her, who needs her, right? So you can already tell, this is going to be an A-plus conversation. So the next conversation starter is actually 3 questions, and they're all about the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend, and that's basically all anyone wants to talk about. The good news is, you can talk about the weekend all week long, and here's how you do that. At the beginning of the week, people have last weekend fresh in their minds. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, you can ask, how was your weekend? At the end of the week, people are really looking forward to the upcoming weekend. So on Thursdays and Fridays, you can ask, what are your weekend plans? On Saturdays and Sundays, you can simply ask, how is your weekend going? And I know this probably sounds super basic to some of you, but I guarantee someone needs to know this information, okay? And the gist of it is, you can talk about the weekend all week long, basically, with few variations, except for Wednesday. On Wednesdays, what I like to do is run around yelling, hump day, and elbow bumping like everyone I see, right? But that's an advanced technique that you may want to wait to use until later. So those are my 4 no-fail ways to start a conversation. And if you want any more information about how to thrive in social situations and talk to anyone about anything, I would love if you could email me. I am super passionate about helping socially awkward introverts learn social skills and confidence. I would also love if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, check out my Facebook page, and join my free Facebook group called Socially Awesome Club. Thank you so much for watching.